Good morning, 100% here. Let's see about the soil mechanics topic. The soil is three-phase matter which consists of solid, liquid and gaseous phase. So this is called as three-phase matter. Solid in the form of soil organic matters, liquid in the form of soil water and gas in the form of soil air. So this air and water will occupy on the four phases of the soil. The four phases are macro forces and micro forces. In generally the soil micro forces are filled with water and the macro forces are filled with air. And there are several three type of soil water classified. One is called hygroscopic water, second one is capillary water and the third one is the gravitational water. The hygroscopic water is occupied on the soil around the soil matters and it is not available for the plant. And the second one is the capillary water. The capillary water will be available on the pore space. Either it may be the micro force and as also in the macro forces. So this water will be available for the plant root water uptake. And the third one is the gravitational water. The gravitational water when the water soil gets saturates and the water will get percolate towards the soil column due to the gravity force. So this water is also not available for the plant water root uptake. So with this basis, the soil is available in the form of two-phase and three-phase matters. So when the soil is two-phase, the soil is called as fully saturated soil and unsaturated soil. So for fully saturated soil, the soil consists of solid particles along with the water content. So water content will occupy on the both micro and macro forces. So this is the two-phase system, that is the fully saturated condition. As well as the in the opposite side, the soil solid particles and air, gaseous phase in the form of air available, that is called unsaturated soil. So this is also two-phase matter in the soil. So when coming to the soil in the form of a three-phase, that is called the soil is partially saturated soil. In this, the soil matters along with the air content and water content will be available, that is pore air and also the pore water. So this is called three-phase matter. So there are relationship between the soil moisture. So the moisture is one of the main important criteria for irrigation and drainage of the plants. So with this, moisture content can be determined by the taking of soil samples for determining what is the weight is available on the soil, that is determined by direct method and indirect method. So this is the this soil moisture determination is very important for irrigation and drainage purpose. So this moisture content is determined by direct method and also the indirect method. So for by direct method we can determine the moisture content by hot air oven method, then brown dual distillation method and infrared methods. So in the direct method, the non-destruction of soil particles takes place. So this is called the direct methods. So in the oven, hot air oven method, we are determining the soil moisture by taking the sample and weighing the sample of known weight and keeping the soil sample in a hot air oven with 105 degrees centigrade for 24 hours. Then after 24 hours, we are taking the soil sample and the water content available on the soil get evaporates. So the wet weight will become dry weight. So the difference between the wet weight minus wet weight and dry weight is the weight of water content, and the ratio between the weight of water divided by initial weight or final weight, that gives the moisture content in wet basis and dry basis. So this is the very essential determination in the soil. Okay, and Another method is indirect method. In the indirect method, the destruction properties occurs in the soil particles. So and it also convert the water activity into electrical properties such as conductance, capacitance, and resistance property. Then it shows the moisture content value directly by different moisture meters like time domain reflectometer, grain moisture meters, rather PSWA and OSWA grain moisture meters, digital moisture meters. There were several instruments devices are available to directly take the moisture content. Then next one is called another property is the specific gravity. The specific gravity is the inverse proportion of the moisture content. So wet weight by the weight basis, that is the moisture content. So here we are calculating the specific gravity by weight of the solid by weight of the water. So that is the specific gravity of the soil. That is also very important for determination of specific gravity for the purpose of irrigation, drainage, and other structural components designs. Whereas the specific gravity of the soil is given in the ratio of weight basis of the solid by weight basis of the water, and also the ratio between the weight density of the solid to weight density of the water. So thank you.